Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrea, and I'll be guiding your class today. Just take a moment to gather your props. As always, I suggest that you have props handy. It doesn't, I don't require for you to have blocks or bolsters or anything too professional. You just can use a bottle of water or a simple blanket, a simple cushion, or a pillow, a thick book as well. I always say that. So just take your time to gather your props, and we will meet in a child's pose position. So take your time as you get there. Take a moment to bring your knees wide, maybe mat distance apart. Your hands pressing on the floor. And if you would like, if the floor seems too far away, you can bring a block or a thick book underneath your forehead. So take your time in here, just arrive in your pose. Start connecting to your breath. And begin to deepen your breath while you are in your pose, while you are in your child's pose. Begin to feel how the air feels the lungs. Maybe even walk your hands a little bit far away from you so the ribcage can expand and can invite a little bit more breath on your lungs. Sahana bhavatu, sahana punaktu, sahaviryam karvavavai, etasvinapati tamastu, ma vishishavavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And as you continue to be in your child's pose, take a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, exhale the air through your mouth. Let that go. Let's do that one more time. Deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Whenever you feel ready, begin to walk your hands towards the right hand side. Maybe you bring the torso up into your right side. Take a breath, keep the chin tucked in here, the forehead down, pressing those hands on the ground. Take a deep breath in. Full exhale. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, we move back to center. Take a moment here in the middle. Just pause. Pressing into your fingertips instead of your hands. Just your fingertips on the ground. Begin to activate those armpits. Take a deep breath in here. Get a little bit longer. Long exhale. Coming back to neutral position. Press those palms on the floor. Begin to walk your hands towards the other side. Again, your torso maybe can rest on your thigh. The hands move away from you, bringing a nice deep stretch on the side body. Take one more deep breath in. Full exhale. Whenever you're ready, start coming back to center, pressing to those hands. Begin to rise into your tabletop and immediately round your spine. Take a deep breath in, drop the belly to open the chest. On the exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, chin comes in. Take a deep breath in to open up. On the exhale, we round the spine, pushing the ground away from you. Take a deep breath in to come back to neutral position. Reach your right hand towards the sky. On the exhale, we thread the needle towards the left hand side. The forearm comes to the ground. The shoulder presses on the floor. The other hand can stay on the mat or start coming to your lower back as you open the chest. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, plant the hand on the ground. Come back to your tabletop. Walk your hands forward this time. Coming to Anahatasana. Just a brief Anahatasana with your forehead touching the floor. Take a deep breath in. Lower your forearms on the ground and start sliding into your Sphinx pose. Sada Bhujangasana. And as you land in your Sphinx pose, make sure your elbows are underneath your shoulders. If you find this back bend too intense, you may walk your hands a little bit further away from you. Take a deep breath in. As you keep on pressing those forearms on the floor, don't let your chest collapse in here. Long exhale. On your next inhale, bend your right knee, point your toes towards the sky. On the exhale, we change the gaze towards the opposite side. See if you can see your foot from the corner of your eye, using just the corner of your eye only. Take a deep inhale, keep the chest open, long exhale. Coming back to neutral position, begin to bring those fingertips on the ground with the elbows at 90-degree angle. Take a deep breath in to press into the hands. Reach. Exhale to lower back down. Deep inhale to open up. Exhale to lower back down. Deep inhale to roll and open. Exhale to lower. Inhale, coming up. On the exhale, lower right shoulder to the ground. Take a deep breath in to open up. Exhale, left shoulder to the ground. Deep inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right. Take a deep breath in, coming up. Exhale, left. Deep breath in, come back to center. On the exhale, release. Plant those hands on the ground, underneath shoulders. Coming back to your tabletop as you transition into your cow pose. Start the tailbone, tuck the chin. Take a deep breath in to open up, coming to your cow pose. On the exhale, round the spine, push the ground away. Coming back to neutral position. As you reach your left hand towards the sky, on the exhale, we thread the needle on the second side. Again, maybe we walk the other hand forward to press the hand on the ground, or maybe the hand comes and rests into your lower back. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, press that hand on the floor. Begin to release your arms from underneath. Take a deep breath in here. Open the chest. On the exhale, bend your elbows, chin and chest to the ground. Ashtanga Namaskar. Drop the belly to open into your Cobra pose. On the exhale, release back down to the floor. Bring your forearms to the ground. Come back to Sabha Bhujangasana, Sphinx pose. Keep your chest open, thighs pressing on the floor, shoelaces pressing on the mat. Begin to bend your left knee this time to bring your toes towards the sky as you start changing your gaze towards the opposite side. Take another breath, the other leg is active. Full breath out. Don't collapse on your chest. Take one more breath. On the exhale, we move back to center. This time, we're just going to try to keep that back bend where you are as you slide both hands underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, press into those hands, coming to your cobra pose. Your elbows are still bent and pointed back. Take one more breath in here. On the exhale, release back down to the floor. Take a deep breath in to open up. Exhale to lower back down. Deep inhale, we're gonna stay. Maybe you stay in your cobra pose. Maybe you bring your tops of the feet to press on the ground, straighten your arms, coming into your upward facing dog. Take one more breath, maybe you look up. On the exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, coming to downward facing dog. Take a moment here, land in your pose, pressing into those hands. Take a couple more breaths. On your next inhale, raise your right leg behind you. Three-legged dog, open your hip towards the side, drop your heel towards your glutes. Keep on pressing those hands on the floor. Take a breath. Long breath out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, begin to square those hips. Plant that knee on the ground. Press the right hand on the ground, open to Bakshisthasana, side plank. The hand is pressing underneath the shoulder, the other hand is reaching up. Take a breath. Long breath out. You have the option to stay in here or maybe bring in all the way into your knee and your hand as you lift the back leg off the mat. Maybe it stays parallel to the floor. Or maybe you bend your knee to maybe reach that top hand to grab the foot and open a little bit more. Take a breath. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, release that foot back again if you got it. Keep the leg extended. Press both hands on the ground. Begin to square those hips. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands, setting up for Anjaneyasana. Take a breath. Long exhale. On your next inhale, maybe you rise, maybe your hands come to your thigh, rolling your shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. Maybe you reach your hands towards the sky. Maybe you stay. Maybe you open and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Take a breath as you open the chest. Keep the ribs hugging in. One more deep breath in. Full exhale. Hands to the center of the chest. Take a breath. Roll your shoulders back. On the exhale, find your twist towards your left hand side. Elbow to thigh. Take a deep breath in. Maybe your gaze goes up. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, plant those hands on the ground. We're going in reverse. Plant your right hand on the ground. Send that left leg back, coming back to your Bakshisthasana. Side plank. You can keep your leg lifted or on the floor. Take another breath. On the exhale, plant those hands on the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Connect again with your breath. Maybe pedal your feet. Keep on pressing into those hands. Take another breath. Belly button in. Full exhale. Whenever you feel ready, begin to walk your hands back towards your toes. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to fold forward over the legs. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to just fold. Root down through your feet, come all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands by your side. All right. Let's find a little bit of balance. Hands to your hips, rotate your shoulders back. Begin to send that weight into your left foot as you pick up the right knee. Take a deep breath in here. Maybe you stay, maybe you grab your knee. Maybe you grab your big toe and begin to extend Utthita Hasta Baddha Uttanasana and to big toe pose or hand to knee. It's all right. Take one more breath in here. On the exhale, begin to fold forward, bringing the knee towards the nose towards the knee or towards the shin. Take one more breath. Long exhale. On your next inhale, begin to rise. On the exhale, opening the leg towards the right hand side. Your hand stays on your hip. Maybe the gaze goes on the opposite side. Again, if you got the toe, keep on pressing that heel away from you. Take one more breath. On the exhale, we come back to center. Take another deep breath in. On the exhale, fold forward. Just for one breath, take one more in. Full exhale. Inhale to come back to center. And on the exhale, hands to your hips. Begin to extend your legs. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, step forward. Roll your shoulders back. Take one more breath in here. And on the exhale, we fold forward over the front leg. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Take a breath. Long breath out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Begin to drop your hands to the ground. Maybe you bend your front knee a little bit in here to press the entire hands on the ground as you begin to feel that back foot light and stand it up into your standing splits. Take a deep breath in. Full exhale. One more just like that. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. Maybe hands press on the ground. Maybe you walk them a little bit more towards the front of the mat as you lift and step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Take a deep breath in to roll up into your back bend. On the exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here, connect. On your next inhale, reach the left leg behind you. Three-legged dog, second side, opening your hip towards the side, letting your knee drop. Keep your shoulders square in here. Take one more breath. The twist is happening from your waist. Long exhale. On your next inhale, begin to square those hips back again. Drop that knee on the ground. Press the left hand on the floor, opening up into Vashisthasana, your side plank position. Take a breath. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Full exhale. Option again to stay in here. Option again to press into that hand, to press into that standing knee as you bring the back leg up. Maybe you stay with the foot active, or maybe you begin to bend your knee. Maybe you catch your foot, and as you catch your foot, you begin to keep that foot against your hand as you open the chest a little bit more. Take a breath. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. If you got the foot, release the foot, extend the legs, plant those hands on the ground. Take a deep breath and begin to square. On the exhale, plant that foot in the inside of your hands. Take a breath, begin to come into your Anjaneyasana, maybe dropping the hips a little bit more. Take one more in. Full breath out. Maybe you rise in here with your hands pressing on your thighs, sending those hips low, chest is open. Take another breath. Maybe you reach your hands towards the sky, back again. Or maybe you open into your cactus arms. Take a breath. Long breath out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Begin to twist towards your right hand side this time. Left elbow to your right side. Take another breath. Maybe your gaze follows towards the sky. One more deep breath in. Full exhale. On your next inhale, drop those hands on the floor. Press the left hand on the ground. Again, we're going in reverse. As you press the left hand on the ground, take the front leg back, open again into Vashisthasana, opening in here. Option to keep the leg lifted, and on the exhale, press those hands on the ground to step back either to your plank, go through your flow, or go directly into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Full exhale. One more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale it out. Whenever you're ready, begin to walk those hands back to your feet. Lengthening your spine on your next inhale, and on the exhale, fold forward over the legs. Option for Padangusthasana, hands, feet fingers to big toes, lengthening the spine, extend. On the exhale, fold forward, elbows come to your sides. The crown of the head moves down, shoulders away from the ears. Rotate your shoulder blades back. Take one more breath. Long exhale. On your next inhale, lengthen again through your spine. Hands to your hips, micro bend the knees, coming all the way back to standing. All right, let's find that on the second side. All right. Let's play a little bit with our balance. Hands to your hips again. Begin to send that weight into your right foot this time as you bring the left knee up. Maybe you stay, maybe you catch your knee, maybe you catch your big toe. That's up to you, depends on your practice. And whatever you catch in here, either the knee or the toe, try to keep the standing leg nice and strong. Take a deep breath in here. Once you find your balance, on the exhale, we start leaning forward, reaching that nose towards the shin or the knee. Take one more breath. Long exhale. On your next inhale, start coming back to center. On the exhale, we begin to open that knee towards the side. Again, if you have your foot, your toe, begin to send that heel towards the side away from you, kicking that heel away. Take one more breath. Long exhale. On your next inhale, start coming back to center. Find your balance first. On the exhale, we fold forward again. On your next inhale, begin to rise back again, hands to your hips, extend your legs, take a deep breath in. On the exhale, big step forward. As you find more or less it's 3 feet apart. Take one more breath, roll your shoulders back. On the exhale, we begin to fold forward in Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Take a breath. Long exhale, elbows pointing back, shoulder blades hugging each other. Take one more deep breath in. Full exhale. Begin again to drop those hands to the ground. Pressing into those hands as the back foot starts to feel a little bit lighter and you bring that leg up. Trying to square your hips. Take a deep breath in and here torso moves towards the standing leg. Long exhale. Again, the option is there for you to walk those hands a little bit more up as you maybe kick and land in Chaturanga. Deep breath in to reach and open. On the exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Long exhale. Begin to bring your knees back to the ground. Send those hips back into your heels, coming into your child's pose, Balasana. If your shoulders feel tired, you may bring your arms around your legs. Take a moment here to land. Whenever you feel ready, begin to come back to center. Press those hands on the floor. Tuck your toes. Send those hips up and back, coming to downward facing dog. And as you press your hands, take a big inhale in here. On the exhale, open the mouth, let that go. On your next inhale, bring your right leg behind you. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands, back heel comes to the ground, grow into your warrior two position. Standing legs are long stance in here, reaching your hands towards the side, strong arms as well, palms facing down, take a deep breath in, full exhale. Forearm to your side, the other hand reaches up, Parsva Konasana, extended side angle. We want to create a straight line from your fingertips at the top to the back heel. Take another breath in here. Long exhale. Of course, if you have a little bit more space, you may lower your hand to your block or to the mat on the outside of your foot. Take another breath. On the exhale, come back to your warrior two. Extend that front leg, find Trikonasana again. On your next inhale, find your front leg extended first. Reaching your right hand up towards the sky, finding a version of Trikonasana, an inverted or reverse Trikonasana. Take one more deep breath in. On the exhale, rebend that knee again, forearm to your side, extended side angle. Option is there for you to stay in here. Option is there to lower your front hand to a block or to the mat if that's accessible. As you walk your back foot a little bit closer, pressing into the block, pressing into the floor with your hand as you start reaching the back leg up into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon posture. Try to keep the chest open, maybe the gaze goes down to the middle or to the top. Hand can stay on the hip or reach up. Of course, if you have a little bit more space, if you have a lot of balance in here, maybe you bend your top knee. Again, touching your foot, keeping your chest open. Take a breath, begin to keep your foot against your hands. Long exhale. On your next inhale, begin to extend your leg back again. Begin to square your torso, hands to the center of the chest to warrior three. Take one more breath in here. On the exhale, press that foot beside the other, bend your knees. You're in Utkatasana, chair pose. Take a breath. Long breath out. One more deep breath and you got this. On the exhale, fold forward, extend those legs. Deep breath in to lengthen. Exhale to just fold. Inhale one more time, lengthen. On the exhale, press those hands on the floor as you walk, step or hop back into Chaturanga Dandasana. Find your cobra or up dog inhale. On the exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment, land in your pose. Again, just connect again with your breath. It doesn't matter if that flow was too complicated or not, if it was terrible or if it went okay. It is not important. Remember, that's a part of the asana. It is only for us to be able to notice little things. Take one more deep breath in. Full exhale. On your next inhale, reach your left leg behind you. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands. Back heel comes to the ground. Virabhadrasana, the second side. Opening into your arms, long stance, bending the front knee deeply. Torso is nice and long. Take a breath. Long exhale. Forearm to your side, Parsvakonasana, back again. Reaching that top hand forward as we create a nice straight line from our fingers to the back heel. Again, if you have a little bit more space, you may lower your hands to the outside of your foot or to a block. Take one more deep breath in. On the exhale, coming back to your warrior two, extend the front leg for a minute. Reverse the triangle, bring your left hand up, the other hand comes to your back leg. Take a deep breath and take your gaze towards the top palm. On the exhale, rebend that knee, coming back to where you were into Parsvakonasana. Option again is there for you to stay. Maybe the hand comes to your hip. Maybe the other hand lowers to your block. Begin to walk your foot closer to you. You can use a bottle of water as well. Pressing into your prop as you begin to extend the back leg. Just finding your balance in here. Of course, if you want to reach the hand up, you may reach your hand. Option is there for you to begin to bend your knee and send that heel towards your glute as you catch the foot. And with patience in here, concentrating on your breath, take another breath as you open and keep the foot against your hand. One more deep breath in, you got this. On the exhale, release the foot back again. Slowly, without changing your standing foot, begin to square your hips, your torso, maybe your hands. Come to the center of the chest, take a deep breath in. On the exhale, plant that foot beside the other, sit low. Reach your hands towards the sky this time, Utkatasana. Take a breath. Long breath out, sit a little bit lower. Take one more deep breath in. On the exhale, fold forward over the leg. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Plant those hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Find your back and inhale. Exhale, push back, child's pose. Again, connect to your breath. Take a moment. Focus on your breath. Focus on the sensations of the body. Begin to walk your hands towards the right hand side. Open your side body. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, we come back to center as we find our second side. Walking the hands towards the other side. Take a deep breath in. Full exhale. On your next inhale, start coming back to center. Press your forearms on the ground as you slide back into your Sphinx pose. Forearms on the ground. Take a moment here. And one. We're going to turn the toes towards the side of the mat. You can widen your legs if you want. Begin to bring your forearms to the ground in a pillow shape and bring your forehead down. Take a moment here, connect again with your breath. Take two more breaths in here. Whenever you feel ready, begin to extend your arms towards your sides on a T shape. Release the legs coming back to center. Press your left hand on the ground underneath your shoulder. As you press that hand, begin to push that hand away from you as you roll over your right shoulder. Just finding a nice shoulder stretch. Take a deep breath in. You can keep your hand pressing on the ground. Bring it to your hip or all the way around. Just to rest. Chest is nice and open. The head is on the floor. Take 2 more breaths. Whenever you feel ready, begin to come back to center. Press that hand on the mat. Start coming and releasing all the way back to center. Extend your arm. Bring that right hand in to press underneath your shoulder as you start rolling on to your second side. If it can come to the ground here, you can wrap your waist with your arms or hands can stay on your hip or beside your body. Take what you need from the pose. The head comes down. There is no compression on your shoulder at all. Only the right amount of stretch in here. Take a couple more breaths. Whenever you're ready, begin to come back to center, releasing your arm. Just roll in here onto your back. Just change sides, you roll into our back. Keeping the feet pressing on the floor. Let's bring the left heel to rest on your right thigh. Option is there for you to stay here or maybe to bring your legs towards your chest. Maybe you thread the needle in here and you bring your hands to interlace behind your thigh. Keep both feet active, the left knee is moving away actively from you. As you keep on bringing those hips in, the left knee is kicking out. Keep both shoulders on the ground, and you close your eyes. Your gaze is soft underneath your eyelids. Whenever you feel ready, begin to release your hands. Extend your arms towards your sides and let your legs drop towards the right hand side, just finding an S twist. If you need to change the setup of your legs, you may cross your legs in here. You may bring knees together instead. Take what you need. Maybe the gaze goes towards the other side. Keep your chest open, both shoulders pressing on the floor. As you start feeling ready, coming back to center, back to neutral position, press those hands underneath your, right beside your body. Press the hands on the floor. Press the feet on the floor. Begin to rise your hips towards the sky. Maybe you stay halfway. Maybe you go all the way up into Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose, half bridge posture. Take a deep breath in. See if you can soften your glutes a little bit more and instead activate your thighs, rolling towards each other. Take another breath. Long exhale. Whenever you feel ready, begin to drop your hips back again. Bringing your right heel this time on top of your thigh, of your left thigh, as you maybe stay or imbibe your legs in. Again, maybe you interlace your hands behind your leg or on top of your shin. Keep that other knee moving actively away from you. That's your right knee moving actively as you imbibe the legs in. Feet are active. Shoulders resting on the ground, maybe gaze is soft underneath eyelids. Take a couple of breaths in here. Begin to notice that as the time passes by, your legs may feel a little bit more open, and you will notice that your legs come into your chest a little bit more. Let's take 2 more breaths. As you start feeling ready, begin to release your hands. If you've got them there, extending your arms by your side, dropping the hips to the ground. As you start finding your twist on your second side. Again, your legs can stay as they are. Cross the leg over or bring knees together. Keep on breathing. Your gaze may follow towards the second side. Let's take 2 more breaths. And whenever you feel ready, begin to come back to center, to press those feet on the mat, pressing those hands on the floor. Begin to lift, maybe halfway or all the way up into second variation of Setu Bandhasana. Hands can stay on the mat. Maybe the shoulders roll into each other a little bit more as you bring your hands to a clasp. Take a deep breath in here, keep the neck nice and long. Long exhale. 1 more breath. On the exhale, release your hands, release your hips, all the way back to the ground. Bring the soles of the feet together, your knees wide into Supta Baddha Konasana. One of your hands can come to your lower belly and the other hand can come to your heart. Take 2 more breaths, and here just notice your breath, your heartbeat. If you are comfortable in this pose, you're welcome to stay as long as you need. If you're ready to move, begin to press the feet together as you bring your thighs back to center. Invite the knees into the chest, giving them a little squeeze. Maybe even rock side to side. Taking your time in here to maybe squeeze a little bit more. Take another breath in here, squeeze it tight. On the exhale, release all the way down to the ground, setting up for your final relaxation posture, Shavasana. Tvameva bandhu sashaka tvameva Tvameva vidya praminam tvameva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva Tvameva bandhu sashaka tvameva Tvameva vidya praminam tvameva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Deva Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmat Shri Gurave Namaha Om Shanti 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 If you're feeling happy in your Shavasana, you're welcome to stay as long as you need. If you're ready to invite a little bit of movement back into your body, just take it very easy. Maybe find a couple of breaths before you move. Take your time to come back into movement, to begin to find your way into your fetal position on the side of your choice. As you make your way from there into your seated position with your eyes closed, with the hands at the center of the heart, in Anjali Mudra, just taking a moment here to connect again with your breath, with your practice, with your intention. Rub your palms together and cover your eyes. Rub your palms one more time to cover that part of the body that needs it the most right now. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it's an honor to be here with you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and a beautiful rest of your week. I hope to see you next time. And thank you so much. Mangalam Bhavatu. Have a peaceful rest of your day.